Hey guys, this is Angie, also known as The Light. Welcome to my channel. Please like, subscribe. If you'd like to make a donation, please do so. My Cash App and PayPal information will always be in my description bar. When you make a donation, I will email you. We can either chat about a situation you're going through, or I can do a video response for you on your own topic, whether it's spiritual or based on narcissism, whatever is of your liking. Okay, you can check out the other videos that I've done for other people, and I haven't had any unsatisfied customers yet. All right, so let's get into it. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm hanging in there. I'm going through some things, but overall I'm still blessed. But anyway, so I want to talk quickly about when the narcissist ghosts you, means disappears on you, like for no reason. Well, I think there's multiple reasons why narcissists ghost, but the main reason is because they can. I've never been ghosted by a narcissist until I was already invested in them. I was already in too deep. So I never had like a narcissist ghost me like in the beginning of the relationship, whether it was a friend or a lover. I usually got ghosted because I was the disobedient supply. I always talk back, no matter how abused I was. I always spoke up for myself. I always would fight and argue with the narcissist, and that was my punishment. And my ex narc best friend, he did this a lot. He one time ghosted me for a good maybe 6 months. That's a long time to ghost somebody. He didn't delete me off his social media because, of course, the narcissist wants to be able to watch you even though they're not in your presence anymore. But yeah, he ghosted me because I was disobedient and argued back with him about a situation. Another reason why the narcissist will ghost you is because they have a lot of different relationships going on at the same time. So that time where they need to part from you, their supply, they already know that you are embedded in them. You're invested, you're addicted, you already have a soul tie with them. So they can leave you for a month or two or more, knowing that they can come back to you at any moment. You're going to be there the next time that they return, because you, being that codependent person or that empath, you're thirsty, you're hungry, you're attached. You want to make things right. You want to know, what did I do? You're that obedient supply. So you want to make things better. And that was me. Believe it or not, after 6 months, I let that idiot come back into my life, okay? And when he did come back, I said, well, what did I do? Nothing. That's exactly how the narcissist is going to act when they finally do return in your life. They're going to act like nothing happened, nothing occurred between you and them. Y'all weren't parted. They're going to go back to just trying to be cool with you, be nice with you, stand on a good foot, basically, and just get back into sucking you dry for supply, pretty much. A lot of times they'll ghost you for good. And they'll ghost you for good because they found your replacement. You became too hard-headed. You became too unable to control. You changed, you grew, you got smart. So now they can't control you anymore. So they will ghost you. And it's crazy because these people could have been in your life for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And all of a sudden, not even the FBI can find them. Okay, this happened to me a lot of times. And it's been times where I've ghosted narcissists or toxic individuals. And one thing I know is about toxic individuals and narcissists, when you ghost them, a lot of times they don't come back. They don't even come looking for you, because you know why? They know what they've been doing to you. A lot of toxic people, when you ghost them, They don't come running after you. They don't be calling your phone, texting, because they knew the entire time they were playing this game with you. That's why a lot of times y'all be like, well, how come they're not hoovering me? They're not hoovering you because they figure, oh shit, she finally figured out this was all a game. She finally figured out, or he figured out, I've been playing her. I've been using her for whatever I need him or her for. That's all it is. That's why toxic individuals and narcissists, sometimes they don't hoover you. They moved on. They already had your replacement. And they figured in their mind, okay, she ghosted me, he ghosted me, because they finally figured out I've been just using them the entire time. They don't love you. It's all been an act, and you've been bamboozled. Okay? So those were a few ways of me knowing, no, those are a few reasons why I feel narcissists ghost you. I also feel they ghost you because it's to train you. It's also to kind of get a reaction out of you, to see how much they have you. Basically, they like to torture you. They love it. They love it. They get energized from that. I'm sorry, I'm exhausted. They get energized from seeing you calling them. They feed off of that. Remember, these are dark spirits and entities. They're feeding off of your energy. So you crying, you texting them, calling them, emailing them, smoke signing them, going outside their house, outside their job, acting crazy. Why you don't talk to me? Why you don't want me in your life? They love that shit. That is feeding those dark entities, those dark spirits that's inside of the narcissists and toxic individuals. They do it to just get that supply, to get spiritual supply from you. I fell right into that trap with a lot of different narcissists. And then I noticed there was some narcissists where I ghosted them. They never called. They never text. They didn't even hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, none of that. You know why? Because they already knew. They was playing the game. They said, oh, well, guess she figured it out. And if you think about it, if a person really cared about you and you ghosted them, they're going to hit you up. I've had people ghost me, and I've actually called them and said, hey, I see you blocked me, or I see you're not answering my calls. Well, God bless. I guess you don't want to talk to me anymore. That's what a real friend, a real lover do. But a narcissist, no, not all the time. They're not going to hoover you because they're having these different relationships with different people continuously all the time. They always have, their top-notch supply, their secondary supply, and then they have all their little associates. So if you decide to just leave one day, it's cool because they have their backup plan. They have plan A through Z, A through Z. They already have your replacement. So this is why narcissists ghost you. It's either to train you, they replaced you already, or they just don't give a F. Okay, they're just done with you. You've been disobedient, and now they're trying to teach you a lesson. My advice to you, if you get ghosted by a narc, that's like God sent. That's beautiful, to get ghosted by a narc. I've been ghosted by narcs before too, for being disobedient because they couldn't control me anymore, because they couldn't get the supply that they used to get from me. That shit is beautiful, because you don't have to no more come up with a plan to disappear on them. Okay, so when you get ghosted, don't be like, oh, how come they're not hoovering me? Why would you want a demon to hoover you? Why would you want a demon to come back? You have to get in your mind that that's not who you think that they are. That was just a representative. That's just a demon. They was acting the entire time just to use you, just to drain you of your light. So why would you want a narcissist to hoover you? I don't get it anymore. Maybe back then, when people started, when I started getting rid of narcissists, maybe I felt that way too. I really don't remember. I remember like it being painful letting go of a few people, but I never stalked them. I never wanted them to hoover me. I pray, like, please don't let them approach me, because I don't know if I'm strong enough to say no to them. So if you do get ghosted by a narc or a toxic person, that's like the trash taking itself out. You don't have to do the dirty work. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I picked up on that habit from narcs. I will ghost a toxic person quick. Recently, I ghosted someone who I was friends with for 7, 8 years. She never hit me up. She texted me once. That was it. Never called me. Never stopped by my house. None of that. And you know why? A lot of times, like, negative people, they're not going to do that because they already know. They're like, whatever. I was just using them anyway. They really no value to me anyway. They're not going to hit you up because you know value. You're disposable. So that's why they're not hoovering you. Well, short video, but I hope that, you know, it bringing light to your mind. And don't be afraid to ghost a narcissist, okay? I don't care how crazy they act. Ghost them. And stay stern and be serious. And stop talking to them. Stop answering their texts. Stop answering their calls. Stop answering their DMs or their Facebook messages. Ignore them. Tune them out. Let them know that you're serious, that you're really done with them. Move on with your life, okay? All right. Take care, everybody. Talk to you soon. I'll continue to make more videos. Peace and blessings. Mwah.